Pelosi challenged to Singapore businesses to support LGBTQ+ groups. A congressional delegation led by Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is currently on a tour of Southeast Asia discussing human rights issues as well as diplomatic issues. Her first 2 days were spent in Singapore, where the country is debating striking down their anti-sodomy laws. With more than 5,500 U.S. companies already having offices in the country, Pelosi has asked that the businesses there help support reforms to protect LGBTQ+ individuals and their rights. Go get them, Nancy.
It's very strategic. The first question, obviously, is do we care about LGBT rights in Singapore? Is
Absolutely.
It important? Well, if we do my question broader. Does the LGBTQ community in America care about LGBT rights in Singapore?
I think the short answer is no. I think the answer should be yes. I mean, LGBTQ rights around the world should be on everyone's radar because we're all not equal until everyone's equal, right? If we're doing a bunch of business in Singapore, and Singapore is this big ally, yada, 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 then why are they not giving everyone basic human rights that we give in our country? If our companies are going over there to help their people, then they need to start treating their people fairly. We've got the Russian war going on. We pulled all those companies out of Russia because we're not going to support people. We're not going to support a war. So how can we continue to support these other countries where we do business if they don't treat people fairly? And it goes back to even the U.S. I want to see some companies pull out of the U.S. because we're not treating women right. You know, when is that going to start happening? You won't have women have abortions or right access to their own bodies. Why aren't they pulling out of our own country?
That would be an eye-opener.
Let's hold each other accountable. I think it's great. I think it's a great way to hold the other country, hold Singapore specifically accountable because we're all in this together.
If that's the case, then I invite Nancy to come down to South Florida to help with the trans community.
Right. And the Black community.
Listen, please come back to the States as well.
There are a lot of...
And I say that not to take away from the importance of what she's doing there.
True.
I say that if she can get some attention there and actually kind of bring some notoriety or some eyes to what's going on there, I would hope that we can do something here for our own. She's actually traveling abroad to do something.
One of the things I want to make a connection on and get reaction from is 2016 to 2020. I don't know if you know this, but we had the most gay supportive president in history from 2016 to 2020 because he told us it over and over and over again that he was.
It's great.
Yeah, it was great. And what came after that is Joe Biden, who has done more for LGBT than any person in American history. And now, just as an anecdotal example, we see the Speaker of the House go on a foreign trip that's very controversial because of Taiwan. She's in Taiwan today. Make a point of challenging 5,500 American companies to stand in support of supporting LGBT in Singapore, coming from the Speaker of the House in Singapore. Isn't it? It really is amazing.
It is.
That
night and day.
That it's a night and day.
It speaks volumes of a united front, definitely in the White House. And it's nice to actually see that trickle down effect. I'm hoping that she can actually keep that campaign going. It seems like it's making an impact. At least it's involved in our conversation today.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, it's a very interesting story.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.